Welcome back to another session on water chemistry. In this lecture, we learn alkalinity of water and its determination, numerical problems. What is alkalinity of water? Alkalinity of water refers to acid neutralizing capacity of water. It is mainly due to hydroxide, carbonate and bicarbonate ions present in water. Besides these ions, silicates, borates and phosphates also contribute to alkalinity, but as their contribution is very small, their discussion can be ignored. Alkalinity of water is expressed like hardness in milligrams per liter or ppm equivalents of calcium carbonate. The possible combination of ions that causes alkalinity in water are it may be only due to bicarbonate or only due to hydroxide or only due to carbonate or mixture of carbonate and bicarbonate or due to mixture of hydroxide and carbonate. The sixth possibility being all the three ions together, but it is not possible because when OH minus come in contact with HCO3 minus, the carbonate and water form. Because of this reaction, all the three ions cannot coexist. Estimation of alkalinity of water. Alkalinity of water due to different ions can be estimated by acid-base titration using phenolphthalein and methyl orange indicators. The reactions that take place during titration are the complete neutralization of hydroxide and off neutralization of bicarbonate and the complete neutralization of bicarbonate. So the first two reactions are identified by phenolphthalein, whereas all the three reactions are identified by methyl orange indicator. To understand the principle involved in this, a little discussion is needed about indicators. In this table I have given the pH range of the two indicators and the color changes in acidic and basic medium respectively. The pH range of phenolphthalein indicator is 8.3 to 10 and it doesn't show any color in solution whose pH is less than 8.3, whereas it shows pink color in solution whose pH is greater than 8.3. The pH range of methyl orange indicator is 3.2 to 4.4 and it shows reddish orange color in solutions whose pH less than 3.2, while methyl orange shows yellow color in solutions whose pH greater than 4.4. Remember this because we are going to use the same concept in the coming discussions. Let us take one example. A alkaline water sample is taken, to that phenolphthalein indicator is added, then it turns to pale pink color. The pink color is due to OH minus and CO3 minus 2. The reason is the pH of the hydroxide ion is more than 10 as it is a strong base, and pH of the carbonate is more than 8.3 since it is a moderately strong base. I have already told you that phenolphthalein shows pink color in solutions whose pH is more than 8.3. Now this solution is titrated again as a strong acid till it becomes colorless. During this titration, this OH minus is completely neutralized to H2O and this carbonate is neutralized to bicarbonate. By the time this pink color disappears, the pH of the solution come down to less than 8.3 and this phenolphthalein indicator marks the completion of reaction 1 as well reaction 2. It means the complete neutralization of hydroxide to water and off neutralization of carbonate, that is carbonate to bicarbonate. But now the solution will have bicarbonate. The complete neutralization of alkaline substances not yet done. Therefore, we need to add methyl orange to this. Then it turns to yellow color. So the reason is as HCO3 minus is present, its pH is more than 7 as it is a base. But methyl orange indicator shows yellow color in solution whose pH is more than 4.4. Then now this solution is titrated against the same standard acid and the titration is continued till the color changes to reddish orange. By the time the solution turns to reddish orange, the pH of the solution come down to less than 3.2. So that is due to the acid and carbon dioxide present in it. Now from year to year, the methyl orange marks the completion of the reaction. So this bicarbonate combines with H plus and carbon dioxide and water is formed. Instead of doing the titration using phenolphthalein, so if we can do the same titration against methyl orange, what will happen? So to the sample, when you add methyl orange, what will happen? Let us see. So it turns to yellow because of the presence of these two ions, OH minus and CO3 minus 2, whose pH is more than obviously more than 7, but the methyl orange shows yellow color when the pH is more than 4.4. Now this solution is titrated against a standard acid till it becomes to reddish orange. By the time it turns to reddish orange, its pH, as I said, come down to 3.2. Now you can look at this, where phenolphthalein marks the completion of reactions 1 and 2, but this methyl orange marks the completion of all the three reactions 1, 2 and 3. Based on this, as phenolphthalein indicator marks the completion of the reactions 1 and 2, the volume of acid consumed up to phenolphthalein endpoint corresponds to complete neutralization of hydroxide plus off neutralization of carbonate ions present in water. Similarly, methyl orange marks the completion of the reactions 1, 2 and 3. Thus, the volume of acid used up to methyl orange endpoint corresponds to complete neutralization of all the ions present in water. Based on the above reactions, two types of alkalinity found in water. Phenolphthalein alkalinity, it is due to complete OH minus ions and half of the carbonate present in water, and methyl orange alkalinity, it is due to complete ions present in or total ions present in water. Therefore, methyl orange alkalinity is also said to be total alkalinity of water. The general procedure we follow in order to estimate the alkalinity of water. So let us see that. So when alkaline water sample is taken, to that phenolphthalein indicator is added, it turns to pink and it is titrated against standard acid. But here if you should understand that when it turns to pink color, so that alkaline sample contains either OH minus or CO3 minus 2 or both the ions present together or any one of the ion present. So then it is titrated against standard acid till the color changes to colorless. It means the pink color disappears. Then the volume of acid used up to phenolphthalein endpoint is noted, and to the same sample methyl orange indicator added at this stage, and then it turns to yellow and it is titrated against the same acid till it becomes reddish orange, and the volume of acid consumed is noted as Vm. There is one more possibility that even after the addition of phenolphthalein, if the solution doesn't change to pink, it indicates the absence of OH minus and CO3 minus 2, because phenolphthalein does not identify the substances whose pH is less than 8.3. So OH minus and CO3 minus 2 only will have the pH more than 8.3. Therefore, under this condition, we need to confirm whether the bicarbonate present in this or not, then add methyl orange. If it turns to yellow, so the bicarbonate is present, then continue the titration again as the same this standard acid till the color changes to reddish orange. And note down the volume of acid used up to methyl orange endpoint as Vm. Now there are various conditions, sorry, the same, the titration is carried out and the volume of acid consumed up to phenolphthalein and methyl orange has been noted, and then we need to calculate the phenolphthalein alkalinity and methyl orange alkalinity. Phenolphthalein alkalinity is due to uh, complete hydroxide and half of the bicarbonate, which can be calculated with the help of this formula. The other alkalinity is methyl orange alkalinity, and it is calculated using this formula. So here the V volume of acid consumed up to methyl orange endpoint N acid, and this 50 is the calcium carbonate equivalents, and this VH2O is the volume of water sample. So now let us discuss the different combinations of the ions that causes alkalinity of water. So when case 1, when P is equal to 0, when P is equal to 0 means the alkalinity due to phenolphthalein indicator is 0. It means when you add phenolphthalein indicator there is no change in color. So that indicates the only presence of, I mean to say the absence of hydroxide and carbonate. So we need to confirm if bicarbonate is present, then you add methyl orange. If it turns to yellow, and do the titration, and finally the M will give you the alkalinity due to bicarbonate. So when P is equal to 0, only bicarbonate is present. So when P is equal to M, so here the only hydroxide ion is present. I'll tell you why. So you take one sample, you make half and half of it. So you do titration against one sample using phenolphthalein and note down the volume of acid consumed, and you do the titration against another sample using methyl orange indicator, and you compare the volume of acid consumed in case of when you use methyl orange indicator and when you use phenolphthalein indicator. It is exactly same. This is only possible when the OH minus ion is present. Therefore, when P is equal to M, only OH minus ion present, you can say that, and the alkalinity due to this OH minus either you can represent it as P or M. And the third possibility or third case is P is equal to half M. When P is equal to half M, only carbonate is present. Let us see how. So when carbonate is present in alkaline sample, it is titrated against standard using phenolphthalein indicator. By the time this carbonate is converted to bicarbonate, color disappears. Therefore, this reaction is marked as the P. I mean the alkalinity due to this you can say P. And at this stage you add methyl orange and do the titration, or you can say continue the titration against the acid till the neutralization to carbon dioxide and water. And you mark this hole as the M. So this half is P and this hole is M. So there, and now this carbonate is converted to bicarbonate, you are calling as half neutralization. Therefore, from when bicarbonate is converted to carbon dioxide, you call it as another neutralization. Therefore, this is also equal to P. So there, this is M, and this half is P, and this half is another P. Therefore, M is equal to 2P. So here, when half is equal to half CO3 minus 2 is equal to P, therefore CO3 minus 2 is equal to 2P, or you can say when 2P is equal to M, CO3 minus 2, which can also be shown as M. So when P is equal to half M, only carbonate is present and its alkalinity is expressed either 2P or M. Case 4, when P greater than half M. Here I'll tell you one small technique. When P is greater than half M, in the sense one thing is certain, P is equal to half M. When P is equal to half M, already carbonate is present. When P greater than half M, there is one more ion which is identified by phenolphthalein indicator. So carbonate is already present, and out of the three, what are the two ions left over? OH minus and HCO3 minus. HCO3 minus is not identified by phenolphthalein. There is only one possibility that besides carbonate, OH minus is present when P greater than half M. So when P greater than half M, OH minus and CO3 minus 2 ions are present. Now see this, when OH minus and CO3 minus 2 ions are present, so this is titrated against acid using phenolphthalein indicator, and by the time the complete neutralization of hydroxide and off neutralization of carbonate take place, the color changes to colorless. So this is marked as P. And at this stage you add methyl orange and continue the titration till it becomes carbon dioxide and water. So this is noted as M up to methyl orange endpoint. This is P and this is M. So this half you can write it as M minus P. So P is equal to complete neutralization of OH minus and half of the carbonate. So M is equal to complete neutralization of hydroxide and complete neutralization of carbonate. Therefore M minus P is equal to the neutralization of bicarbonate, where when bicarbonate is converted to carbon dioxide, you call it as off neutralization of carbonate again, because when carbonate is converted to bicarbonate, you call it as off neutralization. Therefore bicarbonate to carbon dioxide is another off neutralization. Therefore the M minus P is equal to HCO3 minus, which is equal to off CO3 minus 2 you can write. So which is nothing but CO3 minus 2 is equal to 2 into M minus P. So if you can substitute this in M is equal to OH minus plus CO3 minus 2, in place of this, if you can substitute 2 into M minus P, you will get OH minus is equal to 2P minus M. Therefore, when P greater than half M, the ions present are OH minus and CO3 minus 2, and the oddness due to them is in case of carbonate 2 into M minus P, and OH minus is equal to 2P minus M. And case 5, when P less than half M. When P less than half M, there is only one possibility which has been left over, because we already discussed all the 4 combinations. So the last combination is CO3 minus 2 and HCO3 minus 2 ions are present in water. See, the carbonate and bicarbonate ions both are present, but when you add phenolphthalein, it turns to pink due to only carbonate, because it doesn't identify the bicarbonate. So it is titrated against an acid till the color changes to colorless, I mean pink color disappears. By this time you note it as P, or the alkalinity due to the only carbonate. Here only carbonate, that is particularly off neutralization of the carbonate, you mark it as P. At this stage you add methyl orange, continue the titration till it becomes carbon dioxide water, and you note it as M. Now you have here this P is equal to half CO3 minus 2. Therefore CO3 minus 2 is equal to 2P, and M is equal to CO3 minus 2 plus HCO3 minus. Therefore HCO3 minus is equal to M minus 2P. When you substitute CO3 minus 2 is equal to 2P, so you will get M minus 2P, which is equal to HCO3 minus. So when P less than half M, the ions present are CO3 minus 2 and HCO3 minus 2, and the alkalinity due to them, in case of CO3 minus 2, which is equal to 2P, and in case of bicarbonate, which is equal to M minus 2P. Alkalinity due to different ions has been tabulated. Just the observation and the alkalinity due to different ions, you can see this, and just remember, so that it helps you to solve the problems very quickly. Let us solve a numerical problem. A sample of water was alkaline to both phenolphthalein and methyl orange endpoint. 100 ml of the water sample required 30 ml of 0.2 normal sulfuric acid for phenolphthalein endpoint, and another 20 ml of 0.2 normal sulfuric acid for methyl orange endpoint. Mention the type and calculate the extent of alkalinity of water sample. So here first we need to know what is the formula to calculate phenolphthalein and methyl orange endpoint, and then just you look at the data given and calculate phenolphthalein endpoint by substituting for Vp, that is volume of acid consumed up to phenolphthalein endpoint. This is the normality of a standard acid. This 50 is the calcium carbonate equivalent weight, and this VH2O is the volume of acid consumed. This when you calculate phenolphthalein, which is phenolphthalein alkalinity, which is equal to 300 milligrams per liter, the same way you calculate methyl orange and alkalinity by substituting for this volume of acid consumed up to methyl orange and normality of acid and volume of water sample. Then this is equal to 500 mg. So now P is equal to 300 ppm. It means phenolphthalein alkalinity 300 ppm and methyl orange alkalinity is equal to 500 ppm. Now apply the condition. So whether P is equal to 0, no. P is equal to M, no. When P is equal to half, no. When P greater than half M, just check the condition. M is equal to 500, so 1 by 2 M is equal to 250. So the condition is P greater than half M. When P greater than half M, what are the ions present? OH minus and CO3 minus 2. And what is the alkalinity due to these individual ions? So due to alkalinity due to OH minus is 2P minus M, which is equal to 2 into 300, that is 600 minus 500, which is equal to 100 ppm. Alkalinity due to carbonate is 2 into M minus P. So again 500 minus 300, which is equal to 200. 2 into 200, that is equal to 400. So now total alkalinity is equal to 500 ppm. Now methyl orange alkalinity is 500 ppm. Total alkalinity is equal to 500 ppm. Therefore methyl orange alkalinity is nothing but total alkalinity of water. Thank you for watching this video.